We begin from the News Now desk with 2024 right around the corner. Wisconsin is about to return to the spotlight. Today, the White House announced President Joe Biden is planning another visit to the Badger State. The president will travel to Milwaukee next Wednesday, December 20th. We do not yet know where he will visit after his arrival, but the president is expected to talk about Bidenomics and the Investing in America initiative. The president's visit comes ahead of what is expected to be another heated presidential election year. We will continue to keep you updated as we learn more about the visit from the News Now desk.